The transfer of Western anti-armour weapons started before the war even began. The United States transferred significant shipments of Javelin anti-tank guided missiles, along with M141 SMOR-D bunker defeat munitions and Stinger manpads. At the same time, there was an initiative from the Baltic states of Lithuania, Latvia and Estonia, with Estonia also delivering Javelin missiles. For reasons of operational security, we don't know exactly how many Javelins have been delivered to Ukraine by the US and Estonia. However, Estonia is believed to have had several hundred in stock. What is Javelin? Javelin is an infrared-guided, man-portable, fire-and-forget anti-tank missile. It's been in service with over a dozen countries for over 20 years, and is still produced by a joint venture between Raytheon Missiles and Defence and Lockheed Martin. It weighs about 22 kilograms or 46 pounds when ready to fire, and has a detachable command launch unit or CLU. Its effective range depends on the type of CLU, but the improved lightweight version introduced in 2020 can engage targets out to 4,000 metres, about 3 miles. As of the 11th of March, lightweight CLU has not yet been seen in Ukraine. The original Block 1 CLU can engage targets out to 2,500 metres, just over 1.5 miles. The CLU enables this with a number of optics, including a 4-power day sight, a 4-power night sight, and a 9.2 power thermal sight. The CLU is also a useful tool for reconnaissance when other NVG and thermal images aren't available. Once the gunner has their target and establishes a lock, the missile can be launched. Javelin's missile has a soft launch system, which limits backblast. Once launched, the main rocket motor kicks in at a safe distance. It uses an automatic infrared self-guidance system and has 2 modes of attack. Direct, for use against lightly armoured targets and structures, and top attack. In top attack mode, the missile climbs above the target and then plunges down on it to penetrate thinner top armour. The missile has a tandem shape charge high explosive anti-tank warhead. The initial charge of the tandem can detonate any explosive reactive armour used by an enemy target vehicle, while the second shape charge will penetrate the target's main armour. When the round detonates, it superheats the metal of the armour and creates a high-velocity stream of molten metal which enters the vehicle. It can destroy a vehicle's drive systems, or if it enters the fighting compartment, it can kill or injure the crew and detonate munitions. Some history. Javelin was developed by Texas Instruments in cooperation with Martin Marietta. In the mid-80s, it beat off competition from Ford Aerospace and Hughes Aircraft to win the US Army's Advanced Anti-Tank Weapon System Medium program. In June 1989, Texas Instruments and Martin Marietta were awarded a development contract, and the Javelin was adopted as the FGM 148. Javelin continued development and testing throughout the 90s before entering service. Since then, it's been adopted by countries around the world, including the UK, Australia, France, Norway, Poland, Taiwan, and many other countries. According to Raytheon, the system is scheduled to be in inventories until 2050. Javelin in Ukraine. Ukraine adopted Javelin in April 2018, ordering 210 missiles and 37 CLUs, with a further 150 missiles and 10 CLUs ordered in December 2019. Since the threat of invasion became increasingly likely, the US provided a series of aid packages worth $260 million. Reports suggest that at least 300 Javelin missiles were delivered as part of these packages. Since then, the US has agreed a further package worth $350 million. 70% of this aid is said to have been delivered as of March 9th. It's difficult to estimate how many missiles and CLUs have been delivered so far, but the number likely tallies over 1,000. From the sparse evidence available, we know that at least some of the Javelin transferred to Ukraine are confirmed to be from older Block 0 stocks, which include FGM 148A, B, C, and D. In this photo, we see 2 cases for FGM 148Cs. The vast majority of Javelins in Ukraine are likely to be Block 0s. Block 1, the FGM 148E, came into service in the US in 2008 and has an improved CLU and rocket motor. Javelin's shelf life is around 20 years, so it makes sense for these older production but still fully capable missiles to be sent first. While at the time of publishing this video there's been no confirmed footage of Javelin in action, no doubt due to good Ukrainian OPSEC, we have seen the system in theatre. We got our first confirmation of this on the 3rd of March, when Ukraine's Operation Command North shared photos of troops being briefed on the use of NLAW and Javelin anti-tank weapons. In the photos we could see numerous Javelin transport cases stacked while troops were being briefed on the command launch unit. On the 6th of March, the Ukrainian Armed Forces shared a short instructional video on Javelin, showing how the battery is inserted and the clue's controls work. Since then, one or two other photographs of Javelin in the field have surfaced, but still no video of it in action. In the Ukrainian training video we get a good look at the clue's day and night optics, its viewfinder, controls, the connection points for the clue, and the weapon's battery cooling unit. How capable is Javelin? The penetration capabilities of Javelin are listed as classified, with the US Marine Corps manual stating, "The Javelin penetrates all known armour, well in excess of 30 inches of rolled homogeneous steel." That's 760mm. This means Javelin is more than capable of knocking out any Russian armoured vehicle in Ukraine. In terms of performance in Ukraine, time will tell, but one report from the 3rd of March, which quoted an anonymous US Special Operations officer who was monitoring the conflict, suggested that 300 Javelin had been fired, with 280 vehicles knocked out. Thanks for watching guys, as always I hope you found this interesting, and we'll be taking a look at other anti-armour weapons arriving in Ukraine in future videos. If you enjoyed the video please do subscribe, give the video a like and feel free to comment. Please share the video with friends, and if you'd like to support the channel, check us out on Patreon. Thanks again for watching, catch you next time.